Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, chewies and chewettes. David here. Before we start, ladies and gentlemen, peace and love to everyone. We can debate, but we never hate. So, con mucho amor, I do the videos, guys. I really don't seek for controversies in my live streams. I don't affiliate myself with any political party because I don't think humanity deserves to be separated. We actually need to be united to be great. So I know what happened yesterday is a big tragedy. There was a school shooting, and even Charlie Kirk suffered they had a very bad day, guys. I don't know. I just want people to be better, become better, and it is sad to see some people go and leave kids and their wives or husbands behind. It is a tragedy. But for now, we just gotta move forward, be the source of inspiration to others, and promote the message of love, guys, to the world. Now, let's move forward with the market as we always do, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified every time we are online. And let's get it started with a little bit of I would say let's get some lo-fi music in the background. I feel like it's time to get some vibes in here with everything that has happened. I'm gonna be releasing a new song very, very soon, guys, called Memories, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. I'm collaborating with Rhymester, I'm collaborating with Tere, great artists from Chicago, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Yeah, I agree, Doobie. It is very, very sad. I'm very, very sad, bro. Like, I literally can't believe there are people out there celebrating tragedy. And that, for me, is just so sad, bro. So sad, but, you know, the best we can do is just promote the message of love, bro, and move forward. I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. You know, it is a tragedy, bro. Oh. It destroys me, bro, because when I saw it just really destroyed me. But anyways, I know how it feels to lose a dad, bro. So it just hits me in our in the head in some way, guys. I'm talking with my heart here. I just don't want to become emotional with this. So let's go. Okay. Today's big one is inflation, CPI, and how markets are reacting. If you're new, subscribe now so you catch this daily. Drop your tickers, maybe NVDA, Micron, Apple, Bitcoin, Ethereum. What are you watching, guys? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comment section if you're watching the replay. Okay. So the headlines right now. CPI and futures. August CPI went up 0.4% month over month, hotter than 0.3% estimated, and the core is 0.3% month over month in line. Year over year, 2.9% headline match and 3.1% core. The biggest movers: shelter 0.4%, food 0.5%, groceries 0.6%, energy 0.7%, and airline fares up 5.9%. Despite the pop, markets still lean toward a quarter point cut next week. And the futures are actually in the green. S&P 500 is 0.3%, Nasdaq 0.4%, and the Dow futures is up 0.3%. The jobs claims. Initial claims 263,000, highest since October 2021, and labor cooling supports the case for cuts. And actually, if you want to have more information about this, go to forexfactory.com/calendar and go over here. You can see the core PPI, the core CPI month over month stayed 0.3, CPI 0.4, CPI year over year 2.9, unemployment claims 263K. Tomorrow we got preliminary UOM consumer sentiments and inflation expectations. So how did the market react? So basically the dollar went down. We were doing good as a recovery phase, but we reached a resistance, and I marked it up. I think it was initially this week. I found this support area. Actually, this support now becoming a resistance area, and you can see that we literally rejected it, bro. We rejected it, even though we were going up because we broke this trend line here. We're still in a little bit of a downtrend. I still can expect the DXY to drop to 97.5 or even lower. So we have to wait and find out what will happen there. But moving forward from that, NVDA is something that we gotta talk about, guys. So before I get to the details, NVIDIA from 177, we are actually up to 179. NVIDIA trending. Okay, guys, that's why we're going up. And Micron, MU, if you don't know what MU is, due diligence. But Micron technology from 140, we're actually 148. You can see that we called it out over here after the break of a trend line. We're already up 24%. So today we're 148. And Citi expects strong guidance on AI data center demand, and that's why we blasted off to the sky. Oh, Michael, and you just hit the nail in the coffin. 9/11, never forget, bro. Bro, I'm from Puerto Rico, and I have mad respect to the world, bro. Like, Puerto Rico hasn't been in the best position geopolitically or even politically, locally or nationally, but we gotta respect each other, bro. Michael St. John said, may 100,000 more Charlie Kirks rise up. If not like him, at least with good values. He actually had values of family, prosperity, and being open with, how do you say, being open to your positions, ideas, open to the conversation, even though you may not agree with everything that he says, Sad day, bro. Oracle, ORCL, guys. You already saw it yesterday with us. ORCL. Oracle Corporation still rising from 328 to 334 since we called it out, guys. Already up 40%. Oracle reap on huge RPO. AI backlog story still buoying mega cap software sentiment. Okay. Doing very, very well. Apple, ladies and gentlemen, from 226 to 227. We got a 2-pole oscillator sell on the daily. And Apple just got downgraded to neutral. Analysts uninspired near term on AI device cycle. And I kind of expected this retracement. I mean, we reach a strong zone, so we had to pull back. And not only that, we just broke out of this trend line, which I gotta cut it shorter here. So we just went down, broke out of this trend line, and now we're retesting it once again. If it does go lower, keep an eye on 215, maybe even 180s. I don't know about Apple with these devices. I mean, it's good to have a updated device, but I don't know, not necessarily good. And guys, let's talk about eggs. Egg prices still elevated year over year. And the reason is the avian flu supply hits. Okay. GameStop GME, we talked about it yesterday as well. I remember that GameStop was in a consolidation zone. So let's take a look at it real quick. And GameStop from 27.37 to 23.97. GameStop. Whoop. What happened to my music? I did something. Oh, I totally did something. I removed all of my tabs. Espérate, guys. Sorry about that, my friends. Okay, yeah. GameStop GME. Here are my notes. Cash pile jump largely via convertible debt, not core sales, and watch dilution mechanics. So GameStop, even though we broke out of the trend line, started to go up a little bit, but you can see that we got a split coming up on Friday, October 3rd. So keep an eye on that, guys. We did go up very nicely. Now we just needed a pullback and see if we get a higher low. But I don't like this split coming up, guys. Maybe we get more shares, but I don't know. And guys, gun stocks are on gun stocks move on news after the Charlie Kirk shooting report. Gun names, for example, SWBI. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Bounce as policy speculation flows. Hits the tape. Look at this. It actually moved. It was going down, and it did start to go up. 965. The other one that moved up, RGR. From 36 to 37. AOUT. American Outdoor Brands. Wow, we went from 17 to 8. And now it's starting to go up. Look at the tuple oscillator on the weekly. And let's keep our tone respectful, guys, on this type of news. You know, we just gotta focus on the market impact and not sensationalism. Now let's move to the crypto bubbles and see how we're doing there. Crypto bubbles, out of the CPI report, you can see that we started to get a little bit more red, even though we got some green. And let's take a look at Bitcoin and see how it's performing this morning. 113,732. You can see that yesterday's candle was a bullish engulfing, so it's actually good. Any pullbacks will be great to keep an eye on, guys, for re-entries. You can see that we had a pullback because of the CPI report. It actually made everything move. And you can appreciate over here the 14 exponential moving average crossing with the 200. Now we're waiting for that 50 exponential moving average. I wouldn't even be surprised that we retrace back down to 110. The daily actually looking very good. Higher highs, higher lows. Ethereum 4,410. This one I will be a little bit more worried, but let me look at the 4 hour. Let everything load up. The 14 and the 50 EMA are actually crossing. We bounced from the 200 EMA, so not a bad setup here if we retrace back down. Hopefully if we do retrace, get the pullback, and then you can see the range that we got is pretty good. XRP 299. We got that trend line. We're fighting against it. but you can appreciate over here the 4 hour, the 14 and the 200 and the 50 exponential moving average are starting to cross. Some people consider it a golden cross. Now let's take a look at the stock market heat map and see how we performed yesterday overall and how we're looking in the market open. Actually, how are we looking in the market open? We're actually looking good. You can see AbbVie 3.95%. I saw some news about it. I didn't want to talk about it because I can't talk about it, but I want to showcase that we are up 3.95%. NVDA is up 1%. Micron technology, as you can see, we are up 8%. Very, very nicely. Technology leading the way once again. And everything else is about green, but energy minerals is getting hurt over here with a little bit of red. But otherwise, the market is not doing bad at all. Now let me go ahead and take a look at some items that as you already know, I've been keeping an eye on, and we're doing very, very well. For example, Rivian 1433. We are looking very good now, guys. Patience is the name of the game, and we're getting the results. Palantir 166. Very good. We actually reached Piper Sandler's target once again. NIO with the downside, like we talked yesterday, higher highs, higher lows, never bad to have. We haven't broken a uptrend trend line here, so we're still good. TeraWolf is at $10.50. Yesterday we reached all-time highs, not all-time highs, sorry, higher highs. We actually reached $11, and today we're at $10.55. And I really think that this guy not only can get to $15, which is Northland Capital's target, but I think this guy can reach about $30 and even $40. Can even go higher than that, but I don't want to go too crazy, as you already know, guys. But this definitely can blast off. It's doing very, very well. SENS, my penny stock that I always add up as much as I can. We're at 44 cents. Riot Blockchain is at 1630. Look at that, Riot Blockchain. Oh my god, bro. Yesterday we did amazing. Look at that. Very, very good for Riot Blockchain. And I still think that this guy can go higher than $20, bro. This can go even to 40s and even 80s, because when we were doing well, we were at $80, guys. This can definitely get there. So what? Keep an eye on it. Airlines, JetBlue, I'm still waiting for JetBlue to blast off, even though we have been very, very low, but I like what I'm seeing here, guys. Breaking some trend lines, looking very, very nice. And let me look at Alibaba. Bro, I mean, can I tell you, bro, our analysis is still in profits. My target is 180 first, and then we may have a pullback and then continuation, but Alibaba is doing phenomenal. Tesla 349. We haven't broken out of the resistance. Still waiting to break. NVIDIA, we're doing good. Apple is recovering a little bit. There you go. Buy the rumor, sell the news, as you can see. Nokia 457, still hanging there. And for my OMI homies, let's take a look at OMI. Bro, OMI actually got a sell signal here in the 2-pole oscillator, so we may be going down a little bit, but I do appreciate over here this golden cross in the daily. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, this is actually setting up. I think we are gonna need a higher leg before we continue. Take out the weak hands. And that's gonna be it. That's what I wanted to take a look at, guys. Once again, DXY 97.66, DJI 45,670s, SPX 6,550s, Nasdaq 95.27, US 100 23,148, US oil 66.44, guys. And I think US oil will go lower very soon. You'll see. Euro USD 1.172. with that volatility. Look at that volatility, and look, it respected the trend line, bro. We went lower, but it respected the trend line. I never get in news. I hate news, bro. GBP/USD blasted off up to 1.3542. Okay, look at this. Look at XRP once again. Rejected the trend line, bro. Broke the trend line and rejected. So let's see what happens today. But anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to review. I hope that everybody's doing all right. Oh my God, look at TeraWolf, bro. I got some calls that are literally in very good profit, and I think this can blast off even more. Should have bought more, but I think I got a good amount. Gotta give a shout out to my friend Edouard Murati. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for me today. So let's do a recap. If you have any suggestions or questions, go ahead and submit them right now, guys. You already know that I appreciate you all. Thank you for your amazing support. I'm gonna be releasing a new song very, very soon called Memorias. I'm gonna be posting a lot of content about it, so be keeping an eye on my YouTube shorts. And I'm gonna be dropping some new songs, new vlogs. I hope that you guys are enjoying my channel. I talk about the markets because this is a passion of mine. And if you like gaming, go to King Deived. King Deived is another channel that I got, guys. Let's take a look over here at the Micron 10%, bro. Micron 10%, Abby 4.5%. This is actually good news. Good news for Abby, guys. Look at that. I don't like to talk about Abby. I just can't talk about Abby. Oracle down 2.7%. Netflix down 0.9%. But not that bad. I see over here LRCX is up 4.7%. EFX is up 1.7%. GWW is up 1.6%. Bro, TeraWolf is at 10.69. And you remember, guys, I forgot that we didn't enter at 30. We enter at 50 cents, guys. We enter at 50 freaking cents. And now we're at $10. Isn't that crazy? And I told you guys, this golden cross is gonna be it. We got some good earnings. We got some good news. I gotta do a video about it because I've been doing great with this. I'm doing phenomenal with this stock, guys. We're doing very, very good. Look at it, 10.73, guys. This can go higher, bro. I'm telling you, man, this will go higher. I'm not kidding. It's just Northland Capital has a target of $15. And just to give you a little bit of more context. Guys, I don't know how I feel today. I don't know if I'm sad or I think I am sad, bro. I feel a little bit sad. Even though we got good trades. 10.78. That's where we are, bro. This is gonna blast off. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. We're gonna go to 30s. Just don't get caught up in the euphoria, bro. This is euphoria, bro. All of this, and then capitulation happened, which is crazy, bro. But I'm gonna be honest, if there's higher highs, we may go even higher than, bro. This could even blast off so much. But I wanted to share with you a few articles here. That's what I wanted to do. So, TeraWolf eases after upsides $850 million convertible debt sell following Google deal. So, basically what happened is that Google doubled its stake for this. So basically over here it says Google increases stake in TeraWulf from 8% to 14%. Okay, guys, 14% of TeraWulf is owned by Google. This new deal gives Google the right to buy about 32.5 million shares and adds 1.4 billion in fresh financial backing, bringing Google's total support to nearly $3.2 billion. This isn't just a casual investment. Google is essentially underwriting project debt tied to TeraWulf's CB5 data center, boosting confidence that the company can scale. For Google, the warrants give them a shot at even bigger gains if TeraWulf stock keeps climbing. So maybe companies are not directly tied to crypto, but you can see that they are in it indirectly. And why did they increase it? Google is betting on TeraWulf's strategic pivot to AI. It increased its stake to 14% to support the expansion of TeraWulf's data centers for AI infrastructure. You don't know what what TeraWulf is? I will give you a little bit of perspective. So this is their website. I don't want to even say anything. I want you guys to see what they're doing. Okay. TeraWulf, a Bitcoin mining company that also engages in HPC, recently expanded a partnership with Google and Flustack for the supply of 360 megawatts of IT capacity for the latter. In connection with the agreement, technology giant Google announced intentions to invest $3.2 billion in TeraWulf. TeraWulf is a leading digital asset mining and high-performance compute (HPC) infrastructure company dedicated to advancing next-generation data center. This is why it's so important. Okay. And they're leveraging sustainable energy sources to provide next-generation digital infrastructure solutions. The company focuses on creating state-of-the-art data center solutions that merge advanced computing technologies with zero-carbon energy, aiming for 100% renewable energy use by 2028. TeraWulf offers both Bitcoin mining services and high-performance computing hosting to meet the growing demands of AI and other advanced digital applications. So this is why it's so valuable, bro. Bitcoin mining. The company owns and operates environmentally clean Bitcoin mining facilities in the United States. Another key. United States. Powered by a mix of zero carbon energy like nuclear, hydro, and solar. High performance computing. TeraWulf is expanding its focus to include high performance computing services. This involves building and operating data centers that can support energy intensive applications like AI. Sustainable data centers. A core part of TeraWulf's mission is to provide sustainable data center solutions. They are developing large-scale projects to provide power for advanced computing while minimizing their environmental impact with a goal of 100% zero-carbon energy. Energy infrastructure. The company's management team has deep experience in energy infrastructure, which helps them identify valuable locations for high-power computing customers. I already did a video, like an overall video about it a long time ago, but I want to do a video where I talk about the updates. 10.75. That's where we are. The market is actually getting green. Look at that. AbbVie is doing good, bro. 3.6%. I don't even want to say anything about it, but I can't stop looking at it. Coinbase is actually up 0.5%. BlackRock is up 1.6. 10.15 for Micron technology. And crypto is basically starting to go up again. Look at Bitcoin, bro. 113,930s. Okay. XRP 2.99. Okay. And Rivian 14.33. We were at 14.5, bro. See how the hourly candle closes. 30 minutes. It's actually not looking bad, bro. This is actually looking good. Rivian is looking good to me. Okay, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Let me go ahead and give you a recap. So the recap: CPI a tad hot, but core steady. Claims high. NVDA trend stays tied to AI demand. Micron bullish call. Apple downgraded. Oracle backlog buzz. Pockets like eggs still firm. GME is cash driven by converts. And if you buy, subscribe, and I'll post a quick watch list on the community tab if you guys want. And that's gonna be it, guys. We always remember, we will never forget 9/11, bro. Changed our lives a lot. I really want the world to be in peace. Hopefully we will get there. Be better every day, guys. Spread the message of love, not hate. As you already know, guys, we do the videos con mucho amor. And as always, have a beautiful day.